Welcome to the 2022 Daviess County 4-H Dairy Show. We'll begin with our national anthem. And David, if you'll come up and take the microphone. Lucas is going to do it. Oh, okay. I thought it was David. Lucas will give the pledge to the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Republic.
I'm Jordan Rimsberg, and I will be doing the 4-H pledge. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Great job. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll pause for just a moment of silent meditation in memory of youth within the Daviess County community. Thank you. We'll begin with our mini 4-H exhibitor. So Carson, if you have an animal available, we're ready to get started with Class 1. Our judge today is Mike Jones. Mike comes to us from Park County, Indiana, and we welcome him to the Daviess County Dairy Show. Our Class 1 showmanship for many 4-Hers is exhibited by Carson Hastings.
Single entry here in the beginning showman, Pee Wee showman. The young man does a very nice job. Once he got the heifer in the ring, he done a nice job of following the judge, and need to try and keep the head up a little more, but you did an exceptional job. Let's give him a round of applause.
Congratulations, Carson. We'll look for you next year. Then we'll move to Class 2, which is our winter calf jersey. And our exhibitor there is Lucas Hastings. Assisting us with handing out ribbons for this show is our 10-year member, Michaela Chambers. Michaela's parents are Laura Chambers and Adam Chambers. She's a member of the Junior Leader 4-H Club, a North Daviess graduate, and will be attending Vincennes University for agribusiness. And thank you, Michaela, for helping us today.
In our December Jersey calf class, you really have to appreciate the length of body this heifer exhibits. You got to love that dairy character she shows about the head and the neck, blending in extremely well at the withers. I love the spring of rib and the depth of rear rib. If I was going to change a heifer a little bit, I'd like to widen the pins just a touch and drop that tail head down where it blends in a little nicer to the body, and perhaps straighten her up just a little bit on the rear legs, but really quite an exceptional heifer from the hips forward. Congratulations, young man.
And our winter jersey calf is exhibited by Lucas Hastings. Our next class will be a fall calf milking shorthorn, and this will also be our junior champion in the milking division.
A real nice representative of the milking shorthorn breed. You have to appreciate the length of body this heifer has, walking on an exceptional set of feet and legs. And contrary to the little jersey, I love the width of the pins on this heifer. letting that tail head set down in there and be more flexible and level, and the hips and pins, a little more width in that pins will also allow her to calve in a little nicer. If I was going to change her, I told the young lady I'd like to see a little more depth of body from the forerib clear to the rear rib, but another nice individual, and she'll be your milking shorthorn junior champion. Let's give her a nice round of applause.
So our Class 3 exhibitor is Jordan Remsburg with her fall calf milking shorthorn. Our next class, Class 4, is a spring yearling Ayrshire, and we have 2 entries. Leading in is David Remsburg, followed by Jordan Remsburg.
This pair of heifers, you really have to appreciate the size and scale of the first heifer, and it's that size and scale and overall body structure that gives her the advantage over the second place heifer. But the big advantage to me is she exhibits a little more dairy character, being a little flatter in that rib, where the little white heifer is just a little rounder rib to me. And the big advantage also is in the feet and legs. If you'll watch the white heifer as she goes out, she really throws them toes out, and the front toes especially. But a nice pair of heifers here in your Ayrshire breed. Congratulations.
In your Class 4 champion Ayrshire, spring Ayrshire, exhibited by Jordan Remsburg, and the reserve champion exhibited by David Remsburg. Our next class will be Winter Yearling Jersey. We have a single entry with David Remsburg.
single entry here in the jersey. You really have to appreciate the dairy character this heifer exhibits, especially when you get her out on the move. She has that uphill walk to her strong there in the chime. You really like that uphill walk in a dairy animal. And just shows you what kind of quality she has throughout. Really long-bodied heifer, and really like the width of pins this heifer has. That tail head sits down in there. I would like to see her a little deeper into both the fore and rear rib, but a real nice representative of the breed. Congratulations.
And our Class 4 spring winter yearling jersey, Class 5, exhibited by David Remsburg. And we'll come right back in for Class 6, our junior champion jersey. So from Class 2, we have the winter calf exhibited by Lucas Hastings. And from Class 5, we have the winter yearling exhibited by David Remsburg.
Two totally different types of animals here. Both of them do show a lot of jersey characteristics to them. If you could take a combination from one and put on the other one, but it comes down to me on who do I think could exhibit best at the next level at the state fair. And from the hips forward, this little calf, you just not a lot you would change about her. And the big Jersey heifer, you would like to change her from the chest floor all the way back and make her a little, drop her just a little bit. And she's a little thicker hided than the smaller calf. And I'm going to give the advantage to the smaller calf, like I say, in dairy character and dairy quality throughout, admitting that the bigger calf is wider in the pins and more desirable in that tail head. But I think the heifer that could have the best chance of moving on to the state fair and doing placing a little higher would be the December calf here. She'll be your junior champion. Congratulations to both of you.
And your champion, junior champion jersey comes out of Class 2, exhibited by Lucas Hastings, and a reserve champion from Class 5, exhibited by David Remsburg. We're now ready to move into our cow classes, and for Class 7, we'll begin with an aged Jersey cow, exhibited by Jordan Remsburg.
Single entry here in the mature Jersey division of cow, you really have to appreciate. She has that dairy quality throughout, and I told the young lady this is what I envision that little calf to look like, because you see that depth of body, that quality from the hips forward, that spring of rib that she exhibits, an overall balance from end to end. I really like her width and length from hips to pins, and the tail head sets in there nice. I told the young lady if you wanted to fold her, the udder's getting a little deeper, but she is an 8-year-old cow, so she has earned the right and had enough calves that just quite a quality balanced heifer or cow for the Jersey breed. Congratulations.
So your Class 7 aged Jersey cow exhibited by Jordan Rimsberg. Our next class will be our Class 8 dry Jersey cow. We have one entry exhibited by David Rimsberg.
Nice quality individual here in the dry cow class. You really have to appreciate the Jersey characteristics she has about the head and the neck, and really quite a fine quality mammary system that she has that you can tell when she calves in is going to really be up there quite nice and tight, and really a nice individual the young man brought out for us today.
So our dry Jersey cow class exhibited by David Rimsberg, and we'll now have our senior champion Jersey. So Jordan, if you'll lead in, and David, if you'll follow.
Here for our senior champion, I'm going to go with the aged cow, a cow that you really appreciate her. When you get her out on the move, you watch her walk uphill. You watch that balance that she has throughout, that dairy character. And look at her right here. See how thin-heighted she is and how much space there is between those ribs. And you'll look at them last two rear ribs, how flat they are. That shows a lot of dairy character to me versus the young cow, the ribs a little rounder. But really quite a nice cow that's going to win your senior champion, not taking anything away from the young, balanced, dry cow here that'll be your reserve. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause.
So your senior champion is exhibited out of Class 7 by Jordan Remsburg, and the reserve out of Class 8 from David Remsburg. We now have our overall Jersey champion. So we'll have our junior champion exhibited by Lucas Hastings, and our senior champion jersey exhibited by Jordan Remsburg.
Let's give these jersey exhibitors a nice round of applause. I'm glad that my junior champion really resembles my aged cow in that openness of rib, that depth of rib that she has. But this is quite a nice cow. I really love the overall balance that she has. Not taking anything away from the calf, but it's hard to get around a cow that shows this much quality. She'll be your senior champion or your grand champion. Do we need the other one for reserve, or we just stay here? I'm going to go here. The young calf shows a lot of the same characteristics. She has that dairy character, that dairy quality, that flatness of rib that she has throughout. Like I say, if you could change her from the hips back, that'd be where you'd want to change her, because from the hips forward, there's not a lot you would change. But congratulations to all these dairy kids on bringing out some really high-quality animals to show today. Congratulations, young lady. You'll be the grand champion at the Daviess County 4-H Fair. Let's give them a round of applause. There's another one yet.
So, Jordan, if you'll lead out with your overall Jersey champion, and then Lucas, if you'll lead out following Jordan. And we'll come back now with our grand champion dairy. So in the Jersey division, we have Jordan with the aged cow. In the Shorthorn division, we have Jordan with the milking Shorthorn. And in the Ayrshire division, we have Jordan with a Ayrshire. And you just know when you come out to help with ribbons, you may end up leading a cow.
Three real high-quality representatives of the breed. Again, let's give these exhibitors a nice round of applause. The young lady here with the Ayrshire. I asked her, I said, I'm going to go with your Jersey cow for Supreme Champion. Do you want to take the halter, or would you rather stay here? She said, I'll stay here because I can handle her. I appreciate that very much. But the Jersey will be your Supreme Champion, just a cow that shows quality from India and not taking anything away from the two heifers. But she's been through it all. She's done the work. She's done her duty. Congratulations.
So your grand champion dairy is exhibited by Jordan Remsburg on the aged Jersey. And Lucas is bringing in the Jersey calf that was a reserve champion overall for the Jerseys, as we compete for reserve grand dairy.
This gets a lot closer for me, but I think when it comes down to it, a heifer with the least amount of falls. Okay, let's start over. We've got the Jersey heifer with the really quality from head to hips. We've got a real nice milking shorthorn here, just maybe not quite big enough for her age. And then we've got the spring yearling Ayrshire here, that really quality balance from Indian. I would like a little, if you're going to the state fair, I'd like to take a little weight off of her if you can. Let her exhibit some of that dairy quality because she does have that spring of rib. She will be your reserve Supreme Champion. Let's give her a round of applause.
And your reserve grand champion dairy is the Ayrshire, exhibited by Jordan Remsburg. And David and Lucas, if you go ahead and lead out. Our next class will be Clover Showmanship. We have a single entry in Clover, and he's turning around and coming right back in with Lucas Hastings.
Young man does a real nice job. Tried to give him a few pointers and tell him when he lines up, he wants that head straight from the point of the nose back to the tail. He had stepped in a little bit and had her neck bent. So try and keep it straight from the point of the nose to the tail. And another thing I told him in dairy, you never go step in front of the animal past the nose. A lot of people go on the other side, not in dairy. We don't do that. Congratulations, young man, on a nice job today.
Give him a hand. Way to go, Lucas. And that is your Clover Showman. And we'll conclude the dairy show with our Class 13 Senior Showmanship. We have 2 entries. We have Jordan Remsburg and David Remsburg. For those of you on the grounds, the time of the beef show this evening has been delayed, and it will be at 7:30 this evening. The beef show will begin at 7:30 rather than the originally posted time.
I told both these young men and women that I start judging showmanship from Class 1. Your showman that's going to win this, I want you to make another round for me. This young lady has not missed a beat all day long. Look how smooth she is. I love the way she handles that halter. That's exactly how I do it. I'm not saying it's right, but it's right for me, okay? I love the smoothness she exhibits. Not taking anything away from this young man, but she's just been smooth all day long, every class, and knew every question that I asked her. Let's give this young lady and this young man a nice round of applause. And this young lady will be your champion or senior showman today. Congratulations on a job well done, young lady. You're going to be my reserve showman. So if something happens that you can't do in the round robin, I'm choosing you, okay?
And your senior showman is exhibiting Jordan Rimsberg, followed up by David Rimsberg. That does conclude our dairy show for today. Again, the beef show will begin this evening at 7:30. That's 7:30 this evening.